As an e-commerce owner, you're doing everything right. You're scaling ads, hitting the inbox, winning on social, but your revenue is still flat. And here's the hard truth. You don't have a traffic problem, you have a relevance problem. When you show the exact homepage, products, and offers to a first-time browser, as you do to a high-intent VIP, you're essentially leaving 50% of your revenue on the table. That's why your conversion rate is flat and your average order value isn't increasing as it should. Hi, I'm Harish from Intempt, and in this video, I'll explain what AI e-commerce personalization is and the 5 proven strategies big brands such as Nike are using to get an 80% uplift in their revenue without spending a single dollar on getting more traffic. Let's get started. AI e-commerce personalization is the use of real-time data, AI agents, and behavioral intelligence to tailor the shopping experience to each visitor. Modern personalization means your entire store can adapt in real time. Your homepage changes, your search results reorder, your offers shift, your messaging updates, even pricing logic can adjust, all based on who the shopper is, what they've clicked, what they've ignored, and what they're most likely to do next. It runs on first-party data, it works across channels, and it applies even if the visitor is anonymous or logged in. The goal isn't just to make the experience feel relevant. The goal is to predict buyer intent and surface the exact product they're most likely to purchase. So my number one strategy is AI-driven product recommendations. Now, this is not the old people who bought this also bought that recommendation. That's basic math. In 2026, the machine learning algorithms are so advanced to a point where they can analyze the behavior, visuals, and intent in real time and show products based on visual affinity. A great example of this is what Nike does with their Shop the Look recommendation. If you're looking at running tights, the system doesn't just show random products. It will analyze the color, material, and the sport type, then recommends matching sports bra and jacket that will visually belong together. This works because it mimics a personal shopper. It will reduce decision fatigue and increases the likelihood of multi-item cart. That's how you can see a 10 to 15% lift in average order value. You can implement this for free using Intempt. It has image similarity and product affinity algorithms to power your PDP recommendations. Simply connect your store, set up the recommendation feed, use the visual editor to set up this dynamic product feed. My second strategy is intelligent search re-ranking. Search visitors are your highest intent users. They already know what they want, and the worst thing you can do in that situation is to show them a static result. Let's take a look at an example from Best Buy. If someone types graduation gift, the engine doesn't just look for the word gift, it will understand the intent and surface trending tag for that demographic. That's powered by natural language processing and user affinity modeling. This works because the no results found page is where revenue dies. When search adapts to the user instead of forcing the user to adapt to the search, the conversion rate will increase dramatically. Set this up by using the user affinity feed via API, set the quantity to match your search grid, and use the pin feature to prioritize high-margin products that match the user's history. My third strategy is behavioral homepage personalization. Think of your homepage as a storefront window. In the physical world, that window is static, but in online, it shouldn't be. A perfect example of this is Netflix. The same URL shows completely different experiences depending on who logs in. Even the thumbnails change based on your viewer behavior. That's pure behavioral UI. This works because usually you only have around 3 seconds to capture the attention of the user. If someone lands on your homepage and then immediately sees categories and products they actually care about, bounce rates will dramatically drop. Instead of showing a generic hero banner, you can show hiking gear to hikers and running shoes to runners. It's that simple and that powerful. Set your homepage feed to category affinity and use the fallback logic, setting it to most popular for new visitors. And use the fields feature to pull in the specific image URLs and titles from your dynamic banners. My fourth strategy is cart level upsell optimization. The moment someone adds a product to cart is the highest intent moment in their entire journey, but most waste it with random impulse items. For example, let's take a look at Apple. If you add an iPad to your cart, you are shown the exact Apple Pencil and the keyboard that fits that specific model. That removes compatibility friction, and that's why this works. You're not distracting the customer, you're helping them complete their setup. When upsells are relevant and functional, incremental revenue jumps from 10 to 12% without hurting conversion. You can choose the purchase together algorithm for your cart page feed and include filter for in-stock items only, and embed the product cards directly below the proceed to checkout button. My fifth and final strategy is browse abandonment recovery. Most people window shop. They view products, maybe even view them multiple times, and then leave. A generic comeback email is not enough anymore. A great example for this is Adidas. If you view a shoe multiple times and leave, you might receive an email that says, "Is your Wi-Fi okay? You were looking at these." It shows the exact products you were considering along with dynamic reviews. That's empathy-based personalization. This works because it keeps that specific product top of mind. Not your brand, not your homepage, the exact item they were emotionally attached to. In Intempt, you can create a feed using the recently viewed algorithm and set the quantity to 3 to show their most interacted with items. So those are the 5 high-impact personalization strategies that actually drive revenue. If you implement even 2 of these properly, you're no longer running a generic e-commerce store. You're running a system that will adapt to every visitor in real time. So that's it for this short tutorial. I hope you found this to be valuable. You can try out Intempt for free by using the link in the description. As always, I'll see you in the next one.